Giant Microsoft saying it was hacked by a Russian state-backed cyber group.
Tonight, we're also learning about a new cybersecurity and ransomware threat.
With new details about a massive and ongoing Chinese hack.
It doesn't make sense that we're going to be building with this kind of old school traditional IT that really evolved from the earliest days of computerization. A lot of the way we build stuff today is, related to the way things evolved over time. It wasn't like, there was a clean piece of paper. What's the best way of devising a platform to build on? So for me, blockchain is that future platform. Tamper-proof, unstoppable, we have autonomous code, tokenize things. It's all these huge advantages. People won't be building on Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure, or using their own servers and data centers or anything like that. People will build everything on blockchain.
You can't see the full potential of artificial intelligence on Web 2 because of architecture and many other problems. You have to look at the system itself and the flexibility or lack of flexibility based on design. Across the entire enterprise space, if we were to zoom out and look down on it, and we were to see all these different systems, all these different integrations, and everything in full motion, each platform will have different cybersecurity, firewall configurations, and the problems that come along with that, different permission systems, and just how they have all that set up, different cloud providers, different programming languages, different integrations and bridges from different providers, managed by different providers. You have the company, whatever payments provider they have tied into that, whatever database management system, whatever cybersecurity firewall setup, or whatever cloud provider they're using. And you have to continually manage all these different integrations across the entire web to make sure all this continues working the way that it's supposed to. When Dominic was talking about prompting the AI, hey, can you make this change for me for this application? It shoots you back the URL and the change is made, and day to day, week to week, things are being modified, and just the web and our whole user experience is transforming over time. You have to have the right design and architecture in place for that to happen. You're going to have complexity issues across systems and within systems as it relates to AI optimizing the web experience, whether that be sharing data and automating the flow of data, or whether that be updating, customizing, modifying our applications. The difference between how rigid Web 2 systems are and how potentially flexible systems are on ICP, and the importance of that with artificial intelligence. Because for AI to achieve its full potential and to actually have a big impact on the web and web efficiency, it needs some degree of access. But when you have all these systems running into each other all over the place, and then you have complexity within the systems themselves, that becomes very messy. How do you manage this with so many overlapping systems? How do you isolate this if there's a problem? What is the real potential of technology like this on Web 2? Given cybercrime, given you can't protect intellectual property, given there's already tons and tons of spam, you're going to tie this in to the entire payment infrastructure globally, given the state of the payment infrastructure. See, software looks and feels seamless to us just as a user, just like payments look and feel seamless to us, right? It happens instantaneously, but a lot of times those payments don't settle for 2 days. Similar with software, you look behind the scenes, tons and tons and tons of exploits all over the place. AI is going to go where the most opportunity is.
The Internet Computer supports something called canister smart contracts. It's a much more advanced evolution of traditional smart contract software, and developers can build anything with canister smart contracts. So full stack decentralization is happening today. Full stack decentralization occurs when people build things that run 100% from the blockchain. So today there are social networks running on the Internet Computer blockchain, and they're decentralized end to end. There's no traditional IT involved whatsoever. All of the data, all of the media, all of the computation, the user experience, everything lives on the blockchain.
Canisters are fluid and they can be almost anything. They can change quickly because of the simplicity of ICP and because it's a fully integrated system. But you also need, within these systems, you need that design and architecture and flow system to system, but within each system, it has to be flexible. And canisters are. They're fluid. They can be almost anything. Like Dominic was saying, hey, can you make this change? Send you back the URL. Day to day, the applications are changing. They're transforming. That can happen because it's all one fully integrated system. It's not like they can just slap some upgrade on Web 2 to fix all these issues. There's nobody really laying out the future of where all this is going based on where we are now and all the technical functionality. Software systems in the future will be very fluid, like water, constantly evolving, transforming over time. Because there will be a system in place to support that makes that possible. Web 2 can't do this. And so you're just restricting what's possible with AI on the web because you're using it on a web that has way too much complexity. It doesn't have universal, standardized interoperability systems like you have with canisters.